Hi there, welcome to this week's video at Bath Garden Center. My name's Elise, and this week we're going to be talking about fall garden prep. As the season changes again, it means it's time to adjust your gardening routine slightly so that we can get ahead for the season. Right now it's about 6 weeks before the first hard freeze, so this is when we should begin our prep. With fall coming, there's a few great things to look forward to. First of all is the mild weather. Things start to get a little bit cooler around now, and that means many garden pests are getting ready to go into their little hidey holes or die off for the winter. Also, right now you can still plant things because the soil is that great and elusive, moist but well draining. You can go ahead and check out one of our previous videos talking about what's suitable to plant during your fall season, and remember to pick things with a very short maturity time. You can also start a compost bin now, although it would have been better to start it in the spring. Do a little bit of research to figure out what kind of method may be best for you, and just remember that anything that has gone to seed or looks diseased needs to stay out of your compost bin. So the easiest way to go about prepping your garden is to break it down into a few steps. The first thing that we're going to do is not touch anything. We're just going to walk around the garden and take a look at what did well and what didn't do well. This is going to let you know if you need to adjust your plan for next year. Second of all, you're going to give your garden a really good weeding. That's because any seeds that have gone on the ground are just going to sit there and come back first thing the next year before you even have a chance to get ahead. Third thing we're going to do is get rid of your spent plants. So this means harvesting things, like maybe you have fruit trees that have dropped. Make sure you pick all of those up. Take your herb cuttings, all of that. Just remember that early planted species like your cucumbers, your beans, those things should be fine to just rip out and stick in your compost pile. Some things that may have a little bit more time, you could leave in the ground until a few weeks from now. Things that do not go in the compost pile are things like peppers and tomatoes because they're pretty prone to disease, and we do not want to put that disease into the compost pile that's going to turn into soil and then spread that soil all over our garden the following year. The next thing we're going to do is loosen that compacted soil. It's pretty natural for your garden to compact over the year, and you don't have to do anything major to loosen it. Maybe just get a pitchfork. You're only trying to allow space for water and nutrients and air to get to the roots of your plant. Then we're going to take some kind of soil amendment and we're going to refresh our garden area. If you're really proactive, right now is a great time to do a soil test, as most amendments that you use take time to take any effect on your garden. If you're planning on any kind of late season gardening with cold frames or hoops, now is also a good time to put those up. You don't need to put the cover on, just set up the structure and then you should be good to go. And then the last thing that you should do is protect and cover the area that you just prepped. We want to protect that precious topsoil, all the soil in your garden, keep it from blowing away. You can use compost, and then I would recommend maybe just taking those fall leaves that start falling from your trees, piling it on top of the area, or you can also use mulch. Another great option for protecting your soil is planting a cover crop. So this is just something that you plant instead of your vegetables, and then that's going to either fix nitrogen to the soil, keep it from blowing away. It's going to do all kinds of great things for you. If you'd like a little more information on it, you can go ahead and check out our latest blog post. We have a lot of good information on fall garden prep. And remember that this is part 1 of 3. Next week we're going to be talking about your perennial garden and how to prep that. I hope you feel equipped to go out into your garden and do some work. Thanks for watching. And that means we should begin to think about things. No, that's not what we should think about. We're going to go back. Trees and how to prep them for your garden. Oh,